my gosh.
Got it. Sweet.
Hey there. This is a new little format that we've got going on here.
This is the first the first Zoom guest that we've ever had. You know?
But
yeah, first one ever.
But
and we're gonna fuck it up somehow. I feel.
We're gonna
this is gonna be something wrong.
There's gonna be one of us is gonna be completely out of focus on our end.
I might be right now, but it is what it is.
I'm wearing this frog hat, but for all intents and purposes, what a great first Zoom guest!
It's true. We're back, the Bells and Whistles podcast. Ryan Quigley from Bernie, as always, and let's talk about our very special guest, man, because I'm excited about this.
This is so cool.
It's very cool. Actor, musician, member of a doo-wop group.
Member of several doo-wop groups.
Oh my God! I feel like 3 or 4 of them, right? Podcast host?
Podcast. Oh, of course, podcast host.
You ever do any? You ever do any philanthropy? I've heard you're a philanthropist.
No, man, I haven't really dived into that yet.
I don't know, man. I'm getting a lot of. I don't know, man. You doing this podcast? That's enough philanthropy for me.
That's enough charity work.
Yeah,
for us.
You get people. They didn't tell you get a tax write-off for doing this podcast.
Awesome, man. That's
yes, sir. Nitty.
Might I add before R&B royalty. Let's get that said straight now.
Nitty Green, ladies and gentlemen, Nitty Green. Come on, Nitty Green. Come on, man.
Yeah.
How you doing today, man?
Man, listen, man. I am doing great. I woke up this morning, man. Opened up the deck. It's beautiful outside, man.
It's a gorgeous day.
I'm trying to decide what the moves are.
Yeah.
But
it's a beautiful Sunday.
Beautiful Sunday.
It's a beautiful. You know that you've made it, as far as I'm concerned, that you even have a deck to open up. That you have that there are places to go. As far as I'm concerned, it's
small, man. It's small.
No, man. It's the fact when you say deck instead of fire escape, man, you're better than us. Come on, man.
All right, that's what's up, man.
That's great,
man. So you still live? Are you Jersey born and raised? I know you're located in Jersey.
I'm right here in the tri-state, man, Jersey. I'm still here, and I love it, man.
That feels so cool. Because how often does someone really stick to like the hometown, the roots, and keep it going where it started?
Eastside High, baby.
Eastside High, baby. You know what, man? It's funny because my mom still lives in Patterson.
Yeah,
for real.
You know, I'm on the outskirts, but I'm still here in Jersey, tri-state. I'm right here, man. I love it.
Outstanding. And I do want to talk about your relationship with your mom, because I heard you talk about your mom, and she sounds like she's an amazing woman.
Awesome, man.
But let's get right into it, because
let's start at the very beginning of how this all began.
Okay.
So I've heard stories. People know you. You get this story 100,000 times. I know. So you're sick to death of talking about it. But lean on me.
Right.
Where it all kind of started. You were at that for the idiots out there that don't know. Nitty over here got his start as one of the songbirds. I guess that's what he called you. I don't know if that's like the group that
the bathroom scene.
The bathroom scene.
Well, I tell you, man.
Yeah.
The Hollywood people called us the songbirds for the movie, but Mr. Clark himself named us the Playboys, and there's a little story.
The Playboys. Can you tell, man? We just want to let you go. Tell the story from beginning to end. Come on, man.
That's amazing.
So all right. So you want to know how we got in the movie, or how Riff got started? Tell me.
Because I've heard that in the movie, that scene is based on a real life event that involved you specifically. You were the genesis of why you guys wrote that song. So I want you to tell that story, because I've heard it. I think Ephraim's heard it, and I want all of our followers to hear it, because it's an awesome story.
That's so cool.
All right, guys. So here we go.
Yeah.
All right. It's my first year high school. I'm not even going to tell you the year, but it was not too far back, but I'm sitting in homeroom, and I hear Michael Best come to the office. Okay, this is my government name that I'm giving you guys.
We'll bleep it out.
Michael Best come to the office. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, wait a minute. He doesn't really know me like that. Why is he calling my name? All right, now just to take you back a little bit, going to Eastside High School, man, Mr. Clark, he demanded everybody to know this school song. He had just threw out like almost 200 students, man, before I got there. A year before I got there, he had threw out like 200 students, man, because they wasn't keeping up with the epidemics, man. They just fooling around, smoking weed, fighting, you know, whatever.
Yeah. He was a tough guy.
Whatever Eastside was doing, man, like it was a tough situation going to that school. But me, growing up in the hood, I really wasn't nervous about going there. You know, I knew how to, you know, camouflage and like blend in. Yeah. Like they couldn't really see me, you know? So
kind of amazing to think that now, because you just completely stand out wherever you go.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
But sure. Yeah.
But he demanded us to know this school song. Now, nobody liked the school song the way it was, man. So I wasn't about trying to learn it because I didn't think that he would ever notice me and call me. I was a little bony kid, man. I stayed to the back.
Mind your own business.
Mind my own business.
I hear you. Man. I hear you, yeah.
So one day I'm sitting in homeroom and he calls my name and I'm like, what? Michael Best come to the office. And I'm like, holy shit. So the homeroom teacher asked me, she goes, are you going? I was like, just chill. We're not going to, you know, rush it. Let's just see what happens from here. He called me again. Michael Best come to the office. I'm like, all right. So I goes down. I walk into the office, man, and the secretary goes, he's in there. Because he had a separate office. So I walk in, and he's sitting behind his desk, and there's two girls in the office. These girls that I know. I promise you guys, I was not boning them. I wasn't doing none of that.
Nitty, don't lie to me. Nitty, don't lie to me. Come on now.
I promise you, this was not the case.
Well,
it was just
come on. I've done my research. Not yet. Not yet. I did my research. We'll get to that point. I'll let you finish. But I wanted the truth out of you. Come on, man. Okay. Come on. There's more to the story. But go ahead.
Right. So he goes, do you know these two ladies? I'm like, yeah. He said, are you dating these ladies? I'm like, no. Nah. He said, he says to me, Mr. Best, somehow I think you're a liar. He said, and just for that, I want you to sing the school song. Guys, I'm telling you the truth. I don't know how, but it was Secretary Day or something. And I begged him. I said, Mr. Clark, please, let me come back tomorrow and sing this school song for you. I'm going to knock you off your feet. He goes, why? I said, listen, I got a treat for you, man. Just let me go get the homies and come back tomorrow. He somehow another man, I got out of it. He goes, okay.
That's amazing.
He goes, okay. He said, tomorrow. He said, go get the homies, son. Go get them. Go get them.
So did you have a plan? You had a plan from that moment that you were going to pull this off.
He was bullshitting. You were full of shit.
I was full of shit. I did not know the school song. You know what I mean? I knew I had a crew that, we used to sing, gospel music around the local spots, man. But I knew that I was going to go to the homies and we were going to create this song and come back the next day and do it. But he didn't know it. I didn't know it at the time. I just was stalling, trying to get home to learn it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Because he was going to suspend me. He told me, he said, listen, if you don't come back here tomorrow, he said, I'm going to suspend you for 20 days. You could only miss 21 days, okay? And then if you miss that 21 days, you got to repeat the whole year over again.
God damn.
You feel me?
Good Lord.
Same grade. You got to sit back, look dumb, and the whole thing.
He wanted to suspend you because you were supposedly dating two girls at the same time. That was how he was going to suspend you?
No, he was going to suspend me because I didn't know the school song.
Oh my God.
Which is worse.
I'm sorry.
Which is way worse.
Yeah.
Which is way worse.
Pretty much. He was going to embarrass me in front of the girls.
Yeah. Right.
he was more concerned about
the
me
song.
learning this song. Like he kind of knew that I didn't know it, but he was giving me a chance to figure out what I had. He goes,
Okay.
"Oh,"
And he said it better be good.
No, he said, go get the homies. He said, but if you don't come back here tomorrow, he said, I promise you, I'm going to suspend you for 20 days. So I left immediately after school, man. I went over to my cousin's house, Anthony and Dwayne. Riff was not born yet at the time. We was just singing quartet gospel music, man, around the local areas. We came back the next day, bro. And I tell you, we put arrangement, doo-wops down to this song. This is how he set us up, man. We came in. He said, listen, stand for the singing of the school song. Now, he used to treat this like the national anthem. You have to understand this. You have to know this song.
It's over the loudspeaker, right? It's over the loudspeaker.
It's over the loudspeaker, man. So we toe off into it, and he's standing there. He says, first of all, he goes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Playboys. Just like that. And we started singing this song, man. After we finished, man, you heard the whole school. I swear, it was like a movie. You heard the whole school roar, like, wow, and clapping.
It's that good. The song is that, and that's the song that is in the movie today. That's the song, copy and pasted, right?
Copy pasted the way we did it. Is the way East Side is singing it right now.
Incredible, fucking incredible.
And so you do this song, the whole school erupts, and all of a sudden, what you guys? They hand you a movie contract, and Morgan Freeman's there. How does that come to be?
It's pretty much that, man, because he pretty much knew that Warner Brothers was coming. He had a meeting with us. He said, listen, guys, he says, we're having a movie done about our school. He said, I want you guys in the movie. This is great. He said, I want y'all to audition for the movie. So he told us when Warner Brothers was coming, he got over the loudspeaker. He said, listen, guys, he said, today we have some guests in the building. He said, I have a surprise for you guys. There will be a film made about this school. He said, so go about your business. He said, act like there's nothing going on. Now you have to understand, this is a predominantly all Black and Hispanic school, man.
Yeah.
Very few white people in the school. You see all these guys, man, with cameras. And he said, listen, there's also a special guest is going to be around. He's going to be following me around.
Yeah.
He said, you might know him. He said, actor Morgan Freeman. And we like, what? Morgan Freeman is in the building? I never saw him there.
Okay.
But he did ask us to come and audition for Warner Brothers. So we went into this conference room. We sang the song. They was like, yo, this is great. We definitely want them in the movie. So they wrote us into the movie, man. That's exactly how it happened.
And if
awesome.
If there was an announcement over the loudspeaker at my high school that Morgan Freeman was walking around, there wouldn't be a damn person in class. There wouldn't be we would be in the hallways. Yeah. I can't believe that you guys went about business as usual after that.
Man, it was tough. It was tough, man, because we just seen cameras. I think the children at the time was excited that something good was happening.
Yeah.
Because the school was tough, man. It was really, really, really tough.
Yeah. I believe it.
Yeah. It was tough.
But I'm glad that you brought up Morgan Freeman because you and obviously you knew him at the time, right?
Listen,
but there comes a day where you show up on a movie set and you go into the bathroom with your boys and Morgan Freeman, the cameras start rolling, someone says action, and Morgan Freeman is yelling at you.
Yeah.
The voice of America, the voice of God.
What the fuck? What's going through your head? Can you remember that day? What the fuck is that like?
Perfectly, man. I listen, man. Again, like I said, we didn't really get a chance to see Morgan until we got on the set for our scene. And we were so comfortable with singing the song, you know, we're like, all right, guys, singing. We go into it, man, snapping our fingers and shit. And Morgan Freeman said to us, man, he came in, he was like, look, guys, he was like, I'm getting ready to help y'all right now. He said, listen to me well. he said, when the cameras come on, he said, I'm gonna be in your face. He said, you guys need to be petrified that you're in this predicament. He said, I just caught y'all in the bathroom. He said, let's see how that look. He said, don't sing it so perfectly. He said, we know that you guys know this school song, but I just busted you. So he said, dig in deep and give it to me like as if I am Mr. Clark right now.
Yeah.
And I just caught y'all and I'm gonna suspend you.
That's
how would you?
That'll get you there, man.
That's so cool that he like sits down and he works with you. He's coaching you.
He coached us.
I mean, imagine that. I mean, because I was wondering, right? I was thinking, you guys get this, you know, you blow up the school. You're in this movie. At any point, are you guys kind of like, I don't know, probably too big for your britches? You know, feeling like you're the kind of kings of the.
You guys were. There's no way that you guys weren't walking around like gods.
Oh, listen, man, nuts was heavy, man. I gotta explain it to you, man. We sang that school song.
Yeah.
Every day for about 2 months over the loudspeaker, man. We, you know, our name, we got popular. They called us the Playboys.
Yeah.
That was our name in the school. Okay. Now, how Riff got started, man, we were in rehearsal because after that,
a
social worker that worked at the school became my manager. His name is Skip Van Rensselaer.
Okay.
Skip,
Skip, we'd love to have you on the podcast.
He basically took us up on this wing. He taught us some R&B records, man. He taught us because we were into New Edition, the Force MDs, and New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
That's who we studied, Riff. And he taught us stuff like Gladys Knight and the Pips, man, the Temptations and the Stylistics, man, and some gospel stuff, Richard Smallwood and stuff like that there. He taught us that. And he had some original records, man, that he was teaching us. But anyway, he became our manager, man. And at that time, after we shot that scene, man, for the movie, there was a movie director of the movie. It was the music director and it was the producer of the film, formed a production company and signed Riff to them and started shopping us a record deal.
And that's how Riff started.
That's how Riff got started.
Because how often does, like, you know, sure, you're hot shit in high school. I thought I was hot shit in high school. But when you graduate, usually the story is you're done.
He's washed up.
You keep stepping up. All of a sudden, you're on a bigger stage every year.
Right.
That's, I mean, you have to understand. It's unbelievable to folks like us that are like, when does anybody get anything? A movie made and then they become, you know, an actual band.
You're talking to two guys with a stupid little podcast. We can get into the individual stories of you going on tour with LL Cool J and you know all that stuff and Vanilla Ice. You perform with Stevie Wonder. All this crazy shit that I do. I am gonna squeeze stories out of you for that.
Okay.
But the thing that I'm interested in, you were 18, 19 years old going on tour.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Tell me some stories about that crazy fucking lifestyle.
Man, let me tell you something. We were not.
It must have been awesome.
Listen, man, we did not expect to see the things that we saw. It was a great experience. Just like Riff went from the hood, Eastside High School, into a movie, right?
Unbelievable. That
went #1, and then on tour with Vanilla Ice. We didn't even do no club scenes.
No.
We straight up went 30,000 people in an arena, man.
You skipped the hard work.
It was crazy. We was on tour with Ice for like 6 months, man. Flatlining the stage. It was incredible, man. It was an incredible experience, man. We saw that life very, very quickly, man.
Did you see, I don't know, were people throwing themselves on stage at you?
I'm sure that Nitty, you had panties thrown at you nightly, I'm sure. Come on.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it 100,000 right now.
Sure.
Please, that was a podcast. Come on.
I had a couple. I had a couple underwear though. Yeah, of course, man. It was great. It was great.
And he still has them to this
baby.
day. He's got them in a glass display case.
Listen,
My
man,
God, man.
I saw things, man, that we listen. We was making money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was able to put my mom's in a home. You know what I mean?
Isn't that the fucking dream, man? Like,
hey, man, we was young. We was making money. You know, we actually got a chance to work with Vanilla Ice on tour, and we ended up doing a remix to one of his songs.
Oh, yes, I remember. Yeah.
I Love You. And yo, man, we filmed the video in Prince's house. Prince, can you believe
Are you serious?
Paisley Park. We filmed the video in Paisley Park, and Prince happened to be like I'm telling you, and this is no lie.
He's the GOAT.
Listen, he's my number one artist of all times, man.
Yeah.
I was standing in his house, and everybody knew that I was like crazy about Prince. So he appeared standing in the hallway watching us, man. And I swear it looked like it was like a shadow, a dark place, and he's standing there, and he's real short.
Yeah, he's a little guy.
So we were actually filming our scene. After our scene was over, I took off to go meet him, man. I didn't care. I went to meet him. Yeah, I'm chasing Prince through his house, man. This guy is running from me. He's taking me through all of these rooms in his crib, man. I'm looking at where they made his guitars, where they made his clothes. He's giving me a grand tour of his place.
Man.
That's so, because what I was about to say, this is the little rascal that I am. Because I'm like, if I was in your position, I would be going through his rooms. I would be trying on the suits. He's giving you a tour.
Look for the motorcycle.
Yeah.
He's giving me a tour, man, through his studios, man, through his whole home. I'm like walking through where like he leaded me back. I never called him, but I'm walking, I'm chasing him.
Yeah.
He's running, he's pointing, and he brings me back after he's finished touring the whole building. He brings me back to where I started, and then I didn't see him again. I never got a chance to meet him, but it's true story. I chased Prince through his mansion, man. It's crazy.
That's
wild. That's kind of like how you tell a ghost story. Like,
Crazy, man.
like at the end, you're like, and I never saw him again.
I never saw him again.
So here's my question. Here's my question about a general question about you, sort of being a star when you were a younger kid.
Yeah.
As an adult, hindsight always 2020. Would you go back and change anything? Do you have any regrets? Would you do anything differently? Just like tell me.
Man, yeah, man. I probably would have changed a couple things, but I mean, number one, I probably wouldn't have got married at a younger age.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't have went into that.
Well, I mean,
Goes back to
you're
Panties.
touring around. No, but he's touring around. You have to think that that's probably a difficult thing to maintain a marriage while you're moving
tough,
around
man.
like that.
It was tough, man. We was out there, man, for months. Like I said, we went out there with Vanilla Ice for like six to 7 months touring with him. And we're all over TV, J.Lo, Arsenio Hall, Soul Train. We're everywhere. Then after that, we hit LL Cool J for like 6 months. So we were gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was
You were all over the place.
It was tough.
It's true. Ethan, can we pull up that picture? Is there any way we could do that or no?
Oh, sure. No, let's pull it up. I'm going to do a quick screen share.
Because we're eventually going to get to what you're up to now.
Okay.
Yeah.
As Nitty Green.
Right.
Nitty Green. But we're wondering where you started.
You weren't always Nitty Green.
You weren't always Nitty Green.
You weren't always Nitty Green.
At one point, you were Silly Mike.
You were Silly Mike. And that's what we're trying to get through. The title of the podcast is going from Silly Mike to Nitty Green. This is on Regis, right?
Regis and Kathy Lee, man.
Yeah, Regis and Kathy Lee. Why were you Silly Mike? And then we want to slowly transition into how you got out of Riff, the start of that, and then the birthing of Nitty Green. But we got to talk about Silly Mike first, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, basically, man, I used to stutter really, really bad. You know what I mean?
Really?
So, yeah, I used to stutter real bad, man. Coming up through grammar school and a little bit of high school, I had to, pretty much figure out a way to speak.
Yeah.
People did not know. But at the same time, man, like when I was filming this movie, I developed a funny side. You know what I mean? Where I was always cracking jokes and stuff. So they started calling, yo, man, you are silly. Like the girl, yo, you are cute, but you are silly. So
and then they throw their panties at you.
Listen, it became that thing where I just stuck with it, man. They call me Silly Mike.
Silly Mike.
Because I had a funny side that just they just thought I was funny.
I'll tell you, if I had a quarter for every time they said that I was cute but silly, I'd be a rich man. I'd be a rich man. But
I got you.
But unfortunately, no one ever put me in a doo-wop band, in a doo-wop group.
I got you, man.
I appreciate that. That's a pretty great. We're kindred spirits in that, right? Well, then let me ask, because like all boy groups, boy bands, or whatever you want to call them, people kind of start associating you as he's the bad boy. He's the charmer. Did you guys fall into those kind of categories? Were you the silly guy, or I don't know? When I see you, I'm like, this is a stud. This is he's a charmer.
It's crazy to think that you used to be a shy guy because you're you drip confidence. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what, man? That pretty much had to come, but like I'm telling you, man, I was closed off. You know what I mean? But then I had to figure out a way to match the energy of the other fellas. You understand what I'm saying? And so I developed my own thing where I saw that people started mimicking what I did. So, as I got older and transitioned into Nitty Green, started watching a lot of Mafia movies and stuff like that there, man. I switched. I made the switch. I found out who I was and what I really like to do and stuff like that. I'm a movie watcher, so it was more. I had to switch it up a little bit on.
Give me your top 3 movies.
My top: Godfather 1, 2, and 3.
For real?
That's good. A lot of people don't go for the third one. A lot of people. That's pretty great. That's pretty great for. Yeah.
Now there is this movie, man, that I can't remember the guy name. Right now, this movie called Quiet Cool. I don't know if y'all ever seen it. Quiet Cool. Look it up. It's the guy that was in the Warriors. That was the bad guy.
Sure.
He was the bad guy that was a part of the Warriors gang.
Yeah.
He was the star of that movie.
Okay.
And it's awesome, man. It's my number 4.
Okay.
Right there.
Well, then this leads to a good question that I had in the back of my head, because obviously we're putting in the motions for a Nitty Green biopic.
Sure.
We're making the movie.
Let's go.
Who is gonna play Silly Mike, young Nitty Green? Who would be the actor?
That's awesome, man.
Because you're gonna play yourself, obviously.
Right.
But growing up, who's are we looking at Michael B. Jordan? Who do you have in your head? Could do a good you.
A good me. Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Chris Brown.
No, he's having that. You know what? I actually do see it. He's got all the confidence. He could totally be you touring around.
Chris Brown is amazing.
That's great. That's great. Well, that's like, I mean, like, that's totally. I'm now picturing it in my head. You're right. We're gonna get. I'm writing up the contract right now.
Let's go, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
It'll be a Bellhop production. No, you don't want that, trust me. So maybe we transition. Okay, so like, you live the dream life of being what were you? You were 18 to 25, somewhere in that range, just going around living the life.
Yeah.
Talk about the transition from Riff to Men of Vision.
Right.
to sort of where you're going right now, and then we're going to chime in and interrupt you. Sure,
Because it's a ballsy thing to leave all that behind for a new group.
Yeah.
Listen,
and I'm sorry to cut you off. The most amazing thing, and I think this is important to inform the story that you're about to tell. The most telling thing is that you and Riff are still on good terms. You know what I'm saying? So like, no matter what you go through, you know, you were able to navigate it, and like, you guys will still perform to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right now.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So just we're gonna let you go.
All right. Well, you know, Riff decided to take a break because we had recorded our first album, which did good for us, man. We had a couple of top 10 on Billboard charts, man. Pop
Really. You guys were legit.
You did the song for White Man Can't Jump.
Listen, we had an amazing run. So we ended up doing our second album. The label went through a transition, and we kind of got lost in the sauce.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Then it turned out that the record company didn't like our second album as much as they did. You know what I mean? They just stopped pushing it. So they kind of put us in a predicament where we had to either decide to, I guess, as they say, sell your soul, or either like straight up
make a deal with the devil.
Go your own way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So listen, let me tell you something. What they were selling, it would have probably set us up, man, to win, where like I probably would be like a bigger celebrity than what I am right now.
Yeah.
They had set us up to work with David Foster. He was going to do our whole album.
Yeah.
Our whole album. And you have to understand,
he's the guy.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
That would
The GOAT.
No, I mean, like,
there's no one,
he's got his hands in all the hits.
Listen, they're going to give us $1 million to split, to hold us over, just to split among ourselves, to hold us over while we do, as a signing bonus. They're going to give us $1 million to put in our pocket just to split among us 5 guys.
Sure.
And we was going to work with the #1 producer, David Foster, to do our whole project. And listen, Cass was putting their careers on the line, stating it like, what? He said, I promise you, this is going to be the album to take y'all over the top. He said, Boys and Men and Jodeci, just, they changed.
That's what you were going to be at.
But you guys need to go in another way so that you can sell bigger than them. So they wanted to set us up with David Foster.
Yeah.
And we had a vote, couple of us wanted to do it, and 3 of the guys that's in the group didn't want to do it, so we ended up getting dropped.
So I do have to ask, why didn't they? The way that you're framing it, at least,
sounds like a pretty good job.
Seems like a slam dunk. Why didn't the ones that voted against it not want to do it?
Yeah.
To this day, I can't understand. I don't know. But they had their reasons.
Sure.
And we ended up getting dropped, thinking that we could get another deal. But man, it wasn't. Hold on, guys. There's something's going on here. Let me just do this. Let me see.
No, that's fine.
Oh, you're off stream.
Let me see. Wait. Oh, hold on, guys.
No, don't worry. Is it David Foster?
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm trying to get back to I don't know what just happened. I can't see you guys. Hold on.
Oh, no.
You can't see us anymore?
Nope.
You clicked off the Zoom. Yeah, I can see you.
You can't. All right, so I'm gonna keep going then.
Keep going. No, keep going. And if you need us if you want to try and find us, we could cut all in between all this stuff. It's perfectly fine.
Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Yeah, I can't see. So I'm a.
You're on a MacBook Pro, like a laptop?
Yeah.
If you take 3 fingers and touch them to the trackpad at the same time and swipe up, it's going to bring up every screen that you have.
You should be able to see us.
How did that work?
Let's see.
3 at the same time and swipe up. Like you flick all your fingers forward after you touch them to the trackpad.
It's not working. Hold on, give me 1 second. No,
Yeah, take your time.
one
Take your
second.
time. Yeah, of course. Take your time.
D.
A little ocarina.
Ocarina of Time.
All right, no, it's cool. It's cool. We're gonna listen. We're just gonna keep it moving. If you can see,
we got you. All straight.
Well, it is a podcast, so I won't do a lot of visual jokes.
Okay.
For you.
All right, so I just wanted to finish this quick story because I want to answer this. All right, so we ended up, thinking that we can get another deal. You know what I mean? So we ended up going around to the other labels. They wouldn't touch us, man. It's like, no, are you guys kidding me? He was like, everybody that we went to, I'm not gonna give names.
Yeah.
Everybody that we went to was telling us to go back. It was like, yo, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like, yo, they have your back. Go back.
Seriously.
And we never did. So we ended up taking a break. Riff ended up taking a break.
Okay.
How long did this break last?
About 3 years, but like we're like brothers, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
of course.
So
everything you guys have been through. Yeah.
We always stayed in contact. So the three of us ended up being approached about joining the group Men of Vision, just doing a project with Men of Vision, which was myself, Anthony Fuller, and Dwayne Jones.
Yeah.
And, we ended up signing a production deal with Teddy Riley and this Jade Productions, and signing directly with MJJ Records, which is Michael Jackson's label, independent label. So we ended up doing a project there, and that's where Nitty Green was born. That's where we started, because everybody in the R&B field, they started changing their names. So I figured, we got to figure out names for each other. So we ended up changing our names. I wasn't Silly Mike, like I was with Riff.
Yeah.
Changing my name to Nitty Green. That's where Nitty Green was born. Right?
You got to tell us the. This is my opportunity. Yeah, you have to tell us the origin story of Nitty Green. What does it mean?
Yeah, where'd it come from?
You know what, man? It's a Mafia movie that I saw. I'm thinking it was the Al Capone story, I think it was, and there was Frank Nitti was in that movie.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
And I liked his swag. It's cool, the whole white suit. I was like, I like that Nitti right there. And because I got the green eyes and shit like that there, I switched it. I took
Nitty Green.
Nitty Green. Nitty Green.
Yeah.
Love
That's it.
That's all.
I feel like I need to explain where Ephraim came from. And the truth is, it's not nearly as good a story.
But
Silly Mike to Nitty Green, love it.
That's pretty damn good.
It is pretty fun.
I love that you've got this kind of love and homage to Mafia movies. I mean, that's so cool.
I love it, man. I love it, man.
But
Did you always watch them as a kid? Did you always watch Mafia movies as a kid, or is it like?
You know what, man? I got into it more when I made the transition.
Yeah.
From Silly Mike to Nitty Green, I started watching a lot of Mafia movies, man. And
Because you got to learn to be a boss.
Man. Look, I mean, if you watch my very first video as a solo artist, like trying to do solo music, I got this song out called "Why."
Okay.
It's basically a story based on true events.
Yeah.
And I made it into a little 8-minute Mafia movie, man. You gotta check it out, man. It's crazy.
Okay. Link in the description below, of course.
No, we'll put it, we're gonna get all 3 of our followers to check it. No, we're gonna say everybody check it. It's pretty. It sounds pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
But you're not just a member of groups. You're branching out on your own. You've branched out. You are a one-man army, as it turns out.
It's true, man.
You know what, man? I learned to, produce records, write records, and it's a different approach when you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different animal, man. Like being a group, you got clutches, man. You got your crew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this was just first of all, I never really wanted to do it. But like when you in a group, like sometimes everybody don't roll the same way, man. Like there's some slower than others and blah, 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 blah. I'm the one that's trying to get it done.
Yeah.
Like no matter what it is, man. I'm trying to get it done. I kind of always feel that I got to be ahead of the game.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with my stuff, man, it kind of forced me into, trying it. I tried it and I like the process, man. Growing up, I watched my mom's. She was a singer, so I knew I had it. You know what I mean? I knew
she was a singer, and I'll make this connection. You were a drummer. Ephraim's a drummer.
Right.
I was and still am a drummer right now.
I know.
Right now I'm playing here. Here's a little plug for what I'm doing. I'm playing the bongos for a poetry night.
And he's making the transition to a gospel singer.
If they give me a chance, I'll take it.
Nice, man.
I'll take. I was about to say, Ryan is thinking that when you talking about you being a mover and branching out on your own, Ryan is looking at me thinking the exact same thing. I'm ready to move on.
Nitty, give it 6 to 12 months. You're going to see me come out as Nitty Green.
Yeah, crazy,
Don't you worry.
I love it.
Don't worry about it. No, I'm gonna be. You and I. We're gonna start our own doo-wop group.
Let's go, man.
Yes, sir.
That's all right, man.
So, tell me a little bit about you've branched out on your own. Nitty Green is now the name on the album. I've been listening to Running Out of Time, kind of.
What a bop, man! Congratulations! What a bop! Fucking Jesus Christ!
That's it's honestly a little not fair.
Right.
how
there's no
it is.
There's no reason why it shouldn't be like one of the songs of the summer. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how catchy and feel good it is.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I appreciate it, man. It's hard now as an independent artist.
Yeah.
Getting it everywhere. So with guys like you and your podcast and speaking about it, man, we're just gonna continue to plant the seed, man, and hope that the right people get to it, man. It's doing very well.
Yeah.
It's on Spotify.
I saw it. Looks it's getting a lot of plays on there.
And I'm hoping that it continues to grow. We got a couple of remixes that we're getting ready to drop, and I'm gonna finally shoot the music video. I was delaying it.
For real? What? Okay.
Delaying it, but I'm going to shoot it now. Yeah, it has to happen.
You heard it here first, Bellhop Productions.
Do you have like, I don't know, like what do you have in mind for the music video? Can you tease it for us? Do we know?
You know what, man? I really don't. Like, it's so many things being. Some people say just keep it simple about the song.
Yeah.
But I'm always trying to paint a picture, man. Like
tell a story
that.
Yeah.
Somebody can get. And being that this is a stronger song, I want to make sure that the video is done right.
Love it.
Let me pitch you an idea for it.
Let's go.
Halfway through the song.
What the fuck are you going to say?
Halfway through the song, it cuts to us talking about the song. Right here.
Nice.
I'll send you all the footage from this Zoom. And you can just put it there. It'll just be for 5 seconds, and people will be confused. But it's an exciting kind of confusion.
Nitty, just whatever you don't forget about our doo-wop group, me and you, because I'm gonna need that in a little bit. The one last question, and then I guess we'll start wrapping up and get into our final bit of segments.
We'd love to do a little rapid fire questions, but before that,
because it goes back to the hindsight being 2020. Because you did it as a younger man. Now you're a little bit further down the road in life. Like What advice, because there are going to be people who see you on screen in Lean on Me, and they see Riff, and they see you as a little kid, and how you've advanced and stuff. What advice would you give to younger people about how to navigate sort of that growth and evolution from a young guy to an old guy in the industry?
Yeah.
Listen, listen, the music industry has changed. So I could tell you this right now, guys, do not come into the industry thinking that you're going to make all this money. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like you got to be on top of your business. Learn the music industry today, whatever it may be. Learn it from top to bottom and want it. Like, believe in yourself. Do not give up. That's number one. You have to believe in yourself and don't come in it thinking, I'm going to make all this money.
Yeah.
Like, you have to love what you do because you're going to, like right now, people can actually record music and put it out tomorrow. They can do it right here from their home. They can do it
in their closet.
They have.
Yeah.
They have done it. But what I'm saying is you have to love what you do and surround yourself, man, with people that also see it in you and like straight up believe in you and you have to be able to trust your team. Like just not too many people, just one or two folk that believe in the dream and you see that they're trying to help you move. Those are the people, man, that you connect with right there. So, but just love what you do first, people. That's it.
A wise man.
We're already 2 steps behind. We don't even like doing the podcast.
Ephraim and I, we don't like or trust each other. so don't worry about it.
I got it, man.
It's a regular do and don't situation here. Do what Nitty is telling you. Avoid bellhop.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do it. So what do you want? You want to go into questions now, Ephraim, or you got anything else?
No, I think I've gone through all my. Nitty, you've just been such a great guest.
It's true, man. We do like a little segment at the end where random word generator has a very specific section called random question generator, and the way that we like to do it is it lets me type in the number 10 and I get to press generate. It generates 10 random questions. Okay. Nitty, it's going to be your job. They could be about anything. It's your job. They're about you, obviously, but you have to answer. It's not like it's not gonna be like a geography quiz or something like that.
I got you.
But the idea is you have to answer them as quickly as possible, and we keep times loosely, and we got to see who finishes fastest.
There's a scoreboard,
Exactly.
I got you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So it's very simple. It's fun. It's stupid, but no pressure. But they have to be truthful. You can't make shit up.
Okay, I got you.
You gotta keep it real. Okay.
I'll keep it 100,000. Go ahead.
There you go.
Nitty Green.
All right.
Are you ready?
Starting.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. What do you wish they would teach you at school that they don't?
Sex education, man. I never
Hey, yo.
I never learned it. I never learned it.
Already the best one. You had to learn everything from hands-on experience.
Salt of the earth. If you knew you could live forever, how would you spend your days differently?
Eating salads, man. Salads. I love to eat salads and travel.
Eat salads and travel, man.
Where's the best places to eat? Where's the best place to get a salad? Right. If you're traveling around the world, where do you want to go?
I want to say Applebee's, man. They're pretty decent with it.
Applebee's salad, ladies and gentlemen. What is the most recent silly thing you did? It says silly.
Silly Mike.
Silly Mike. What's the recent silly thing you did?
I just went down to Mohegan Sun, right, to see the New Kids on the Block concert, man. And I stopped in Bobby's Burger, and I got one of those milkshakes that had the liquor in it. Probably shouldn't have did that. That was silly.
No, that's my kind of guy. If you ever when you come to the couch, when you come over here for the live for the in studio one, we're going to get a drink afterward.
All right, we're
gonna have those milkshakes there.
Let's go. Let's do it.
What do you secretly hoard?
What do I secretly hoard?
Yeah. What do you got too much of?
Coffee.
Oh, well, that's
you caffeine addict? Caffeine addict?
Caffeine, man.
Me too. Hell of a drug. Yes,
There
sir.
you go.
Oh!
Yes, sir. Yes, and me, baby.
Oh my God.
That's
yes,
good. That's
sir.
good. Okay. Interesting.
What smell always brings back some type of memory?
Wow.
Huh.
I gotta answer it quick, right?
If you can't, you're actually doing pretty good time wise.
What
Nobody
smell brings back? Say the question again one more time.
Yeah.
What smell brings back some type of memory? So like a lot of people say like fresh cut grass will remind them of a time in their childhood.
You know what's funny, man? And there's nothing like that being cooked right now. But when I open up the deck door, it has to be somebody out there on the grill, cooking something. And that whole cookout feeling.
The burgers, the charcoal, lighter fluid.
Memories.
Yeah,
from my grandmother taking us out to the park and she's doing her whole big cookout thing.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
What do you consider to be the smartest thing you've ever done in your life so far?
Shit. Move out of my home and got my own home.
Yes, sir.
That was great. That was great.
Listen, if I could be that kind of smart, I would be.
What have you found more helpful than you ever imagined it could be?
I found helpful, but not being afraid to ask for help, man. Period. Like just,
Genuinely, yeah.
Yeah, man. Like if you can't be afraid to ask, because if you don't ask, you won't know.
You don't ask, you don't get it.
Or I was closed off. I was closed off from it. I wouldn't ask nobody. Oh, I can do this. I can do this. So I never. And this just happened, man. Like I can't be afraid to ask to see what they think. Listen,
it's true, man.
Can I be on that show? And then they're like, oh hell yeah. Brother, you're Nitty Green. You on the show.
Of course. Yeah. That's what we felt. That's what we thought.
You have to ask, man.
Of course.
Yeah. What would be the best thing about losing your hearing? What the fuck?
Best thing about losing my hearing. Wow.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to me.
You know what, man? It's funny. I
drown out the haters.
If I wouldn't want to lose my hearing, but if something had to go, I guess the best thing is not just listening to the bullshit that I hear on the news.
Yes, sir.
Yo, totally.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy, man. It's
stressful.
It's tricky, man. It's tricky.
Yeah, man. No, I totally get you there. I wouldn't want to listen to any of it. I don't even listen to the podcast.
When the news comes on, I cover my ears. How about that? What's something that you'd be willing to stay up all night to do? Nitty?
Their
children watching.
Be honest, this is a kids podcast.
Willing to be up this. Oh, of course, man. Like stay up and with my lady.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
That's what the kids wanted to hear. That's what the kids wanted to hear.
Yes, you passed the test. And as the final one, are there any words that you simply can't stand? You don't accept?
Any words that I can't stand.
Can't stand them. Don't say that word.
If someone's saying no to you, or that's not possible.
Oh, I can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. Whatever.
What's something that you won't accept?
I hate. I'll get to it.
Oh man.
Do it or don't.
That just gave.
I hate that, man. That word, like, yo, if you ask somebody, no, listen, I'll get to it, and I'm like, yo, no, or I'm busy. I hate those words, man.
Yeah,
I hate it, man. Hate it.
No, exactly.
It's frustrating, man. Make me a priority.
Especially if you're working on your own on making this stuff done. You know the power of getting something done now. Yeah. No, I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Nitty Green. Rapid fire.
Well done. 6 minutes, 4 seconds. That's not bad at all. We've had people that have gone on for
15, 20,
an hour and a half.
Jeez.
Nice.
Eyes glaze over.
Let me ask you before, because we're gonna make you say all the stuff that you want people to pay attention to, all the links in the description below and whatnot. We wanted to ask you beforehand. We were like, "There's no way that Nitty has watched the show."
Be honest. Is this the first time that you're seeing our faces right now?
No. I watched it the minute Katrina from Kick Up Your Heels Entertainment.
Yeah.
Katrina, shout out.
Shout out to Katrina. We'd love to have you on the podcast, Katrina.
Listen, she told me about you guys. I went and I watched the show, and I thought it was awesome. I said, okay, they have energy. And then I saw the whole couch and shit. I'm like, yo, I want to go sit on the couch. Fuck that. You know what I mean?
We should have you on the couch.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
you should have switched it up. We should have had you in studio. Next single, man.
Next time I gotta come to the couch. That's
Love
it.
it.
Come on through. You'll come on through Astoria.
Love it.
Yep.
All right, so Nitty, so this is the other thing that we put you on the spot for.
Okay.
We want you to tell all our followers, tell America, everything you want them to do, your links, what you got to follow, whatever. But we don't like making it that easy.
Okay.
So what we're going to challenge you to do is to do a little freestyle, a little improv if you can, to either the original school song and Lean on Me, or you can do it to Running Out of Time. But you got to give us a little musical element.
We would just be so sad if we didn't get you doing something on here.
We got to hear your voice, man. Come on.
Man, let me see how I can do this. You said an improv. Okay.
Just like a little, a little 10, 15 second, man. Give the people something that they want. Come on.
I'm just saying, like, where to follow, all those things. You
got us?
Have you ever told somebody you love them, you be their one and only? Follow me at Nitty Green everywhere. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere at Nitty Green, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yes, sir! Yes, fucking sir! Let's go!
That's it!
Well done! Oh, man. You delivered.
And the voice is just as good in person. We're not even in person, but over Zoom, we were like, is it going to sound good? Oh,
sir.
Beautiful.
Nitty Green, my man. Is there anything else? Look into the camera. Tell people everywhere else that you wanted to follow. You wanted to download the link. Where to go? You don't have to sing anymore. We made a fool of you. But even you showed us up. Tell the people what to do.
All right, guys. Listen. First of all, I want to tell you thank you for tuning in. And listen, every Sunday night, man, we have a podcast. It's called Vibe Sessions. Man, it's myself. Is D, who is the producer, the beautiful D, and we have my little brother Pi. We call him PIE, man, and we're on Vibe Sessions every Sunday, and we talk life, love, and music. If you're not doing nothing, stop through. But like I said before, follow me, man. Nitty Green everywhere. That's Instagram, Facebook.
Love it.
You know what I mean?
Spotify, all those things. We're gonna put those links there. Yeah,
everywhere.
All the links are in the description below, as always.
Yeah.
If you made it this far in the YouTube video, make sure to like. If you haven't subscribed already, you're just a bad person. I don't like you very much.
It's crazy. It's crazy if you haven't subscribed yet.
If you want something funny and scary, you go to our different channel. It's not here. Stop asking. It's a different channel called 3 Ways to Survive, starring Gus Burney and stuff. If you want to see a couple videos of us playing video games, we have another fucking Let's Play. If you're listening, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple or any of those things,
5 stars.
Give us 5 stars. Drop a review. Press any and all buttons available to you. You have to listen. Come on, show some support. And then I think that's kind of it. Ephraim, you got anything else to say? This is more than I could have ever asked for.
It really is true.
Nitty Green, so man. Much. It's I'll be 100% cards face up on the table with you. Ephraim and I were terrified of doing this interview. You're our first Zoom interview.
We've never done one over Zoom.
You're the first musician that we've interviewed.
You're actually like you have something. You have history. You have accolades.
It's crazy, and I understand. It's as podcast hosts, it's our job to make the guest comfortable.
Definitely, I was comfortable, man. You guys are
for sure, but I'll take a step further. You've done an excellent job of making us feel comfortable. That's how great a guest you were. You're so talented, man. I can't wait for the next song. You already dropped the bop. I can't wait to see how far you go with it. You are obviously welcome back on the podcast any fucking time for any fucking reason that you want. Hopefully it's on the couch and around on me afterwards. Nitty fucking Green.
Yeah,
formerly the artist formerly known as Silly Mike.
Right, exactly.
Nitty fucking Green, man. I cannot thank you enough for taking some time to hang out with us for today, man. It was fucking awesome.
Ephraim, Ryan, man, I really appreciate you guys, man. You guys are like straight up number one. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I've been interviewed by a lot of people, man, and I'm keeping it 100,000. This was my top 3.
Hey, we'll take it.
Top 3, baby. Top 3.
Top 3 ever.
Hey, Regis, fuck you. Regis, eat your heart out, Regis. Fuck yourself, Regis. Jay Leno, eat my ass. What's up?
Top 3, baby.
Oh, it feels very good. It feels good to be on top, huh?
Yeah, Ephraim, you got anything else to say?
I think that's great. We'll see you next time, gang.
All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.